Manscaped is the leaders in below the belt male grooming. They got everything that you need. They're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. They craft these tools specifically to up your hygiene game, right? And this is the time of year. This is the time of year where you got to find your monies and spend it on miscellaneous gift to keep miscellaneous people in your life happy. What better gift for a miscellaneous person in your life than to give them the tools they need to keep their miscellaneous man parts clean? Around these parts, we use the Lawnmower 4.0. It's a top tier electric trimmer. It's the fourth version of it because Manscaped is always looking to make improvements. It features replaceable skin safe blades that help cut down on grooming accidents. It's rechargeable, so there's not a need to always buy new batteries. It's waterproof, and it has a built-in LED light for those hard-to-see places. Manscaped has this new Performance Package 4.0, which comes with the trimmer, the weed whacker to get rid of all those pesky nose and ear hairs, ball toner, ball deodorant, and if you order now, you get a free pair of Manscaped boxers, which I've already graduated to my lucky draws. I'm wearing them now. And you get a cool little travel bag to hold all your goodies in. This is more than just selling you a trimmer. Manscaped wants to up your hygiene. We want to bump you up 3 more levels, right? So don't just get the lawnmower. Get the performance package. Get the colognes. Get the shampoos and body washes. Get a little bit of everything. Get the manicure kits. Get all that stuff, right? But we want to save you a little bit of money, right? You're getting all this stuff. You want to pass it out for Thanksgiving. You want to pass it out for Christmas. You buy everything on manscaped.com and use promo code VOCH20. VOCH20. You get 20% off and free shipping. VOCH20. Manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. We appreciate you for holding us down this season. Let's get into some work. Hey man, listen, we got a little bit of film for y'all today because we ain't doing nothing else. I want to talk about our defense and how we put hands all over the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to wear this as a shutout. I know they got 3 points, but those 3 points don't count, man. You know, we're not going to do it like that. We shut out the Atlanta Falcons, man. That's just how I feel. And we're going to talk about a bunch of people today, man. We're going to talk about some Darius Armstrong things. We had a Tristan Hill sighting. We saw Boss Man Fat get some work. Jordan Lewis went crazy. But today, right now, on this first play, we're going to start with Micah Parsons. I have a very abridged version for you. This is our highlight package, but go to my Patreon, patreon.com/vochlombardi. You'll take a look at me breaking down the entire thing. And it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, and we're slowly but surely building a long-form film watching community over there, so go over there and check it out. But let's get into this film session here. Right now, we're going to focus on Micah Parsons, and I like the balance that we've kind of figured out with him, right, to where he can be Mike linebacker, all over the place guy, but then he can give us value as a pass rusher on these passing downs. I think there's a good balance where we can use him using both. You know, some people say, well, you would rather have Von Miller than Bobby Wagner. I feel you, but I'd rather have both. You know what I mean? And the more that Micah Parsons does this, the more he's going to get comfortable at it. And just take a look at what he's doing. Take a look at what he's doing. To who is this? Caleb McGarry, I believe. I think that's the right tackle for the Falcons. It doesn't matter what their names are. Listen, bro. When Micah Parsons can get upfield, hit you with the jab step to the outside, did he defeat the hands to get back inside? Of course he did. Of course he did. He's going to slowly but surely instinct his way into better technique. And that's what you like about Parsons, man. He can take the load of playing multiple positions. He's a quick learner. Plus, man, he's like naturally good. So that's a good start. Jab to the outside, defeat the hands inside. Matt Ryan does not stand a chance. We got a lot of more film to watch. So let's kind of get into that. So you want Micah Parsons to be in the middle of the field so that he can chase around all parts of the field. So when we see, watching the film, he's, chasing down these bubble screens. He's killing these, run plays, these reverses that don't stand a chance. And then he'll go pass rush. You need him all over the place. What I'm liking is that we're seeing a lot more of Micah Parsons in coverage. Now, he's not the most refined linebacker in coverage right now, but you got to keep playing him in coverage so that he can get that groove in coverage, right? I think the more that he does it, the more he'll naturally be a little better at it. He's kind of early on this play, but I think he's going to get a lot of good coverage plays because he's just naturally athletic, opposed to him being a good cover guy. But those skills will come later. Take a look at Micah Parsons on this play, bro. And I'm constantly saying this, man. Wait till this dude gets his peanut butter body. Like, he's way more naturally strong than we thought he was. But take a look at what he's doing right here, man. He's actually going to get double teamed, right? Or he's going to end up being doubles. Like, they didn't want to double team the linebacker like this. I'm sure the play is not drawn up in this way, but he ends up with two bodies on him, and he's just going to end up dealing with both those dudes, man, just dealing with traffic, right? Like, this isn't like a pure double team, but this is a lot of mess for Micah Parsons just to deal with, and we've dealt with linebackers that couldn't navigate in traffic or navigate in the mess. Micah Parsons is gonna, be a bull in the china shop and eventually get in on the play and make the tackle. But why did Micah Parsons make this play? Let me just divert your eyes over here to number 92 real fast. Let's take a look at Darius Armstrong setting this edge right here versus the left tackle. What's his name? It doesn't matter who the left tackle is. Darius Armstrong, if he doesn't set this edge, this play doesn't work, because Darius is going to get here. He's going to get powerful. He's going to drop his knees. He's going to get strong with those hands, extend those arms, and the edge is set right there, and that's going to force the running back 25 to kind of work his way back inside, because he can't get outside. He can't run directly at Darius, and the only person that's left inside is Micah Parsons and a bunch of other help. So this is good on Micah, but this is good especially for Darius for setting this up for everybody else. And I tell you what, man, when you're just, on a team for some years and you're constantly getting that off-season work and you're getting more peanut butter every single year, you turn into a different player after a while, man. That's just what, that's what off-season does. And Darius Armstrong is looking like a different kind of player. You kind of forget that he was hurt all year, right? Darius was kind of out, and then he sat around, and, he was rusty a little bit. But if this is what the new Darius Armstrong looks like, with some proper D-line coaching, with his feet under him, with another year of some NFL peanut butter under his body, he's already huge, but he gets man body huger. Just made up a word there called Webster. If this is what you get from Darius Armstrong, I'm down. Just getting a good look at the setup here. We got Chauncey to the right outside, then we got Osa to the left outside. On the previous play, both these dudes were at 3 tech or whatever, right? Like I said, you can go to my film session on the Patreon and go and check that out. But hey, we're gonna put those dudes outside, your two ends, Darius and Basham. We're gonna line those dudes up like they're gonna be standing, patrolling B gap, and Darius is just gonna be quicker than people. Big sack money. We got Darius Armstrong right here, standing up, going up against the left tackle. I don't care who it is, but bro, we just see this pressure here, man. And to be fair, this Darius Armstrong pressure could be the reason why this throw was so crappy. Either that, or Matt Ryan was just bad. But I got a couple reasons why the pressure was the fault of the bad throw. First of all, Darius getting there first makes Matt Ryan want to get rid of the ball quicker. So that's one thing. But ladies and gentlemen, there's another thing that caused this bad throw. I want you to take a look at these interior guys. You got Justin Hamilton, number 99, on your left. Then we got a Tristan Hill sighting over here on your right. Let's start with the Justin Hamilton sighting. Let's go ahead and start with him. I think he had a pretty good game also, right? It's like the more he plays, the more comfortable he's getting. He's just stacking these good days on top of good days. I know the Broncos game was bad for everybody, but if we just simply hit Control, Alt, Delete, go to the task manager and get rid of the Broncos game, then we'll have a bunch of good Justin Hamilton games in a row, and I like it. Justin, number 99 here, he's simply going to bully the right guard. I hope that's not my son Chris Lindstrom. I think it is. He's just going to bully the right guard. And look, if you're a one tech, if you're a nose, you're not really considered pass rush guy. But if you're going to be just mauling people with no pass rush moves, but this is what you do, that's a level of being pass rush guy, right? And now you got this big Snorlax blocking the road, and Matt Ryan can't step up and make the throw. That's another reason why the throw was bad. We had Darius to rush the throw a little bit, but then we got this big body here that's stopping Matt Ryan from stepping up and properly going through his mechanics to throw it. Then you got Tristan Hill here, who's flying off the football on the gap exchange. He's getting a little bit of pressure on the back end. What I mostly notice about Tristan is that Tristan is a little rusty because he hadn't played football in a while, but you can see some pretty good flashes in terms of, how is he moving? What's his power looking like? Does he still have that first step? Tristan is the first one off the football right here. If y'all ain't noticed, what I'm saying? Let me just slowly, we got Tristan right here. Ball is snapping. He's the first one off the football. So he still got that ball get off that we need from him. He just got to, get another game or two, knock that rust off. And a lot of people want to knock Tristan Hill off the bridge right now, but we're trying to win a Super Bowl. We need as many guys as we can. If Tristan can give you anything in a rotation, you kind of got to take that. But I think he's definitely going to give you more than that. I think he's going to be really good on pass rush downs just like this, but that's in the future. Let's keep moving.
I mean, I got to do a better job getting us prepared. Clearly, we weren't prepared coming in here, and we got an avalanche in that second quarter and never recovered.
Why do you feel like maybe you didn't do a good enough job getting?
Well, I mean, clearly, as you see the game. So the responsibility falls on me, Michael. So I got to get this team ready to go. We're lucky it only counts as one. And we got to turn around. We got to play a really good New England team that's on a roll in our home stadium on Thursday. So that's why I feel that way.
Just another fun sighting right here, right? We got D linemen tearing stuff up. We got linebackers running relatively free. So take a look at Justin Hamilton. He's being cut in half by the goalpost right here, but we know it's him. I'll put an indicator on the screen so we can know. And look, if we could just get general penetration like this, look, the rest of the defense will do everything else. The rest of the defense will do everything else just by design of team football, right? Blowing up the right guard here, forcing Cordero Patterson to bounce outside a little bit. Let me tell you what I liked about Tristan Hill a little bit, right? Another Tristan Hill sighting. He's going to get upfield, right? And they're kind of, waterfall techniquing him. They just want to keep him on this side of the field and not getting on the other side of the field. Some of the good film that we saw from Tristan Hill was his relentlessness, right? Like he'll start and he'll just keep going. He's 3-tech motor guy. So they're trying to waterfall him just to keep him cut off from this side of the field. He's going to go around that and just he's going to power through that, and then he's going to turn on that burst at the end. He's going to turn on that quickness and that motor at the end to go get hands on Cordero Patterson. Pretty good play there by Justin, good play by Tristan. Was Leighton Vander Esch, right? If Justin is blowing all this stuff up and Vander Esch gets to run over here free and the only adversity he runs into is a fullback, then fine. He takes on the fullback. A little pixelation, my bad. He takes on the fullback, gets off that block, then he's going to get in on that party that Justin and Tristan started. Good team defense. If I could just go back to Dorrance one more time, I normally don't acknowledge special teams as a normal football operation, but you know what I mean. We had a pretty big play here, and we're highlighting Dorrance. We're loving on Dorrance. We're celebrating this Cowboy W. So hey man, we might as well do it. And this was probably set up this way, right? The personal protector 21 really got put in a bad spot. Shouts out to him, but he had to make the decision of if he's gonna block Malik or if he's gonna block Darius Armstrong. You see, he's wearing the jersey 21, so I'd imagine he's a little guy. I don't think they're giving 21 to the big children just yet. He's gonna opt to block Malik Turner, and if that's going to be the case, then Darius Armstrong is going to run free, player. Darius Armstrong is just going to run free, player, and, you get a punt block. How nervous was Nashawn Wright on this play? Like, Nashawn was like, hey, did this go past the line of scrimmage? Can I jump on this? Should I secure this? Can they get the ball back if I touch it? Shouts out to Dorrance making the block. Shouts out to Nashawn jumping on the football. Shouts out to Bones Fossil for elevating our kicking game units. Moving on. So I saw a bunch of people cover Kyle Pitts. We played zone and took turns covering Kyle Pitts together. I saw Diggs playing Kyle Pitts a bunch, whether he was in line or lined up as receiver. I saw J-Ron Curse playing Kyle Pitts. I saw Anthony Brown playing on Kyle Pitts. There was a lot of people that got a piece of Kyle Pitts this game, and I like how we did it. We covered Kyle Pitts by committee, but there was two people in particular that I was really a fan of how they covered Kyle Pitts. Right now, we're going to look at Jordan Lewis right now at the top of the screen. Just take a look at him, bro. And it's interesting. Like, Jordan Lewis is normally our go cover their utility player guy. Like, Jordan Lewis been doing this for a while. But you look at Kyle Pitts, like Kyle Pitts has the speed advantage, the length advantage. He has the size advantage, but Jordan Lewis is just a dog. Jordan Lewis is just flat out a damn dog, bro. And you just line him up on somebody, you just tell J. Lou to take it personal, he's liable to take that player out of the game. And I think after this started happening, I think for the most part we were just putting Lewis on Pitts and just telling him to chase him around. So good game from Jordan Lewis, of course. And my favorite matchup, we pulled the old Kentucky-Florida film and said, hey, man, who else has experience covering Kyle Pitts? We pulled a boss man Fat off the damn sideline and said, you know what, Kelvin Joseph, let's just go ahead and throw you in some fire, bro. Let's just go ahead and throw you in some fire and see what you look like versus Kyle Pitts. And it looked like they college matchup. Shit, Kelvin Joseph got him a little bit. You know what I mean? He didn't play too many reps against Kyle Pitts, but there was a little bit of safety help over the top, so that's all within the play design. But hey, Kelvin Joseph, this is a pretty good early preliminary rep versus Kyle Pitts there. And I'd imagine that Matt Ryan was was kind of looking for him. And to be fair, Matt Ryan was looking for Kyle Pitts the whole game, I'd imagine. But hey, man, there's some pretty good Velcro-y, stick-em, glue, adhesive ass coverage on Kyle Pitts. So good job, Kelvin Joseph. Since we're on Kelvin Joseph, we might as well get this play out the way too, because y'all know I'm just all on the hype train. Now my tone has changed because Anthony Brown, I think, is playing some good football. So there's no need for us to rush Kelvin Joseph into the light. Let's bring him along slowly. I don't mind this at all. But fam, like every time I've seen somebody try boss man fat, whether it be, sometimes like these preseason situations versus other teams, the preseason games, or just this situation here, man. Like whenever they try Kelvin Joseph, he's in good position. He's putting hands on the football, man. Like even if Kelvin doesn't get his chance this year because we're just playing good cornerback football all together, you can't be mad if that's the case why he's not getting reps. I don't hate that at all. But if that's going to be the reason, then fine. Let Kelvin Joseph and Nashawn get their offense, when they're not offense, get their defensive off-season peanut butter. And hey man, we'll just see them dudes next year. But we see that clear athleticism from Kelvin Joseph. We see the natural coverage ability, and we saw the speed a little bit earlier, man. It may not be his time, this year, but the future is bright for young Kelvin Joseph. I'm ready. And of course, a Tuesday defensive film session would not be complete if we weren't showing another interception from the defensive player of the year, Trey Diggs. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't be complete. It just wouldn't be complete without it, man. And Diggs is just staying consistent, bro. Staying consistent. And it's crazy. I don't want us to get ungrateful with Diggs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to get to the point to where, it's expected for Diggs to get an interception and we're just overlooking it because Anthony Brown got an interception, Jordan Lewis got an interception. And if y'all want to see those interceptions, y'all got to go to my Patreon, patreon.com/vochlombardi, and watch that full-blown film session. But like these guys got interceptions and it kind of overshadowed Trey's interception. The defense playing so well kind of overshadowed Trey Diggs' interception. But bro, don't forget what this dude is doing. And Cowboy fans, I just want y'all to stay focused, man. Like it's people on the internet that wants to argue stupid stuff with you while we're on top, like while we're at the peak of the mountain, right? We're smoking everything. We got the best players in the league, you know what I'm saying, the best quarterback in the league. We're Super Bowl bound, and people talking about some, you couldn't beat the Broncos, but the Eagles did. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste your time with nonsense. They're gonna try their best to distract you because this is all about good feelings for us, and they don't want Cowboy fans to feel good. You know what I mean? They're afraid of what a confident Cowboy fan is. So, hey man, good luck to them. Good luck to them because we on our way, man. We on our way, and this game showed us that we can run into a little bit of adversity. We underestimated the Broncos or whatever. We kind of slept on them, but the fact that we can get back on our horse, play another 500 team, right? Because the Broncos were a 500 team, play another 500 team and smoke the hell out of them, but building momentum before we go tell Pat to come outside. You know what I'm saying? So pretty good defensive performance by the Cowboys here. I'm gonna drop an offensive film session tomorrow. Y'all look out for that. I'm not gonna say Patreon again, but if y'all want to go see it, go subscribe to patreon.com/vochlombardi. You'll see the whole film session. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Wolski Piece of Whiskey. I appreciate you, Manscaped, for holding us down. Peace, y'all.